I'm so tempted to like experiment with all those filters.
Yeah, me too, but I'm afraid I'm gonna like put something off. So I'd rather not.
I know. You know, like in the during the lockdown, there was so many of these videos flying around where like judges had turned themselves into a potato or like yeah, a cat. I want to do that
Yeah.
and then have it go. So much
I
fun.
think we should plan a life where that only that's happening, where
Henna,
our heads are different, but we're talking about mental health and physical health.
it's
That
true.
would be fun.
I love it. We should actually really consider doing this.
It'll put the whole concept of mental health and physical health on a lighter note.
I know, that's true. I mean, maybe towards the end of this conversation, maybe we can switch over to filters.
Yeah.
Just so anyone logging in towards the end is scandalized properly. And so, like, just one more minute, and then in the meantime, those who are online, if you'd like to ask any questions, please feel free to drop those across. So we'll try answering all those questions. Shweta is a nutrition and lifestyle coach, and she's a partner with There For You. So she's an amazing person to have all your health-related queries answered. But this is not the only place that you can have them answered. So please do take sessions with her, which we'll talk more about.
Yeah. Please do visit there for you and take our sessions because you will have a higher benefit.
Yes. All right, so let's just wait for a minute and then we can start off.
Sure.
Yeah. I have like a bunch of questions I have for our rapid fire. So I'm quite interested.
I am wondering what it's going to be.
Well, it's all good. All right. So shall we start? Are you ready?
Sure. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to You're Not Alone Conversations. I'm Geetika and I'm your host for this evening. Today, we're talking to someone very special because one, she was one of the first There For You partners, but also because she's a nutrition and lifestyle coach. And I think nutrition is one of the most important factors when it comes to your wellness and your emotional wellness to that. So, hi, Swetha. Welcome so much to You're Not Alone Conversations. And thank you limited series that we have going on between There For You and You're Not Alone. Hello?
Hi, Geetika. So you've actually kind of got stuck. I think so while we wait for Geetika, if anybody has any questions, please go ahead. There's always technical issues. Um, yes, I do online consultations. You can visit there for you. You can check my page. And thank you everyone for joining. Okay. Let's give Geetika some time to come back online. What's my area of expertise? We will get into it in depth, but I deal with gut issues, weight problems, PCOD, thyroid, diabetes, and much more. Again, you can go to my page Swetha_Gadguru to know more, and you can visit There For You website to know a little more about us. Hi, Gitika.
Hi, there's obviously some glitch thanks to my internet connection.
That's all right. It's just something that happens all the time.
Airtel loves me, but you're not alone, clearly, right? Everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
But all right, so let me restart. Hi, Swetha. Welcome to You're Not Alone Conversations. And thank you so much for being a part of our limited series that we're doing with There For You. So, Swetha is a nutrition and lifestyle coach, which I think she was introducing
Yeah,
in
I
the.
was introducing, and some people had some questions, so I also answered the questions while we're waiting for you to get back.
All right, cool. So why don't we start from the very beginning of time, Swetha? Why don't you tell us what got you into this field? Because wellness is relatively niche still, and even though
Hmm.
we have a lot of dietitians and people in the nutrition field, what made you sort of get into this?
So, if I take you back too much in time, that's going to take a lot of time over here. But I'll give you a brief. So basically, I've done my master's in biochemistry. And then while I was doing my research, I was actually doing my research in the nutrition field. And while I was doing that, like one day it just struck me that, okay, I want to pursue nutrition in the coaching and consulting part of it, because
Hmm.
I felt that it's important to create awareness of
Hmm.
how important not only it is to eat, but also how things are getting absorbed in the body.
That's true.
So a lot of us aren't aware. We're most often than not talking about how much are we eating. Like everything's about quantity and weighing stuff, but we're not thinking that whatever we're eating, is it actually getting absorbed well in the body?
Right.
So, while I was thinking about pursuing things, these were the thoughts in my mind, and I've always been great at giving people advice. I was like, why not put it to use? And
Hi, sorry everyone for the glitching. Hi,
hi.
here internet works now. It's so embarrassing.
It's fine, it happens.
Yeah, like having a live and then Airtel doing a number on you is quite a thing. But I feel like I missed out parts of it.
Yeah. So I was just saying that, so while I was doing my research, I was working in a lab, and all this just came to me that beyond research, I want to get into coaching and consultancy. And I
Right,
want to spread the awareness of how important it is to be healthy. And when I say healthy, it's not just about, how good you look or how physically fit you are, but how well,
right,
like how well you are mentally, as well as how much energy you have or how well your food is digested. Like these are the minute things that we actually need to focus on. So that's when
right.
then I kind of shifted my area and got into, like I did a course, I did a couple of certifications, and then here I am now.
So, have you ever in your life faced the need where you stood in front of the mirror and told yourself that, listen, you need to be healthy or you need to eat right? Or because of your field, you've always had a very balanced equation with food and with fitness?
Oh, no, not at all. Because see, I'll tell you what, we're all human. Just because all I have is the extra knowledge. I
Hmm.
also have to put in the work. I also have to, be motivated, work towards consistency and discipline and everything. As a child, I was quite underweight, and that did cause a lot of immunity issues. I've gone through bronchitis, like severe wheezing and things like that. And this got better when I actually, like, I was not allowed to eat sugar for the first, I think, 5 to 6 years of my life. I'm not sure of the time. I have to ask my mom on that, but it was that long. And as a child, that's something that we crave, right? Like, you get to see different chocolates and you want to have them, but it was something that I couldn't have because it used to trigger wheezing. So it's not that I've always been healthy. It's not that I've always had a balance. And
Hmm.
post marriage, I did have a slight weight gain because everything's new. You got to adjust to a new routine. You often kind of first give importance to figure out what the hell's going on, right? Like you have to kind of get into a new rhythm.
Yeah.
But then once you get into the new rhythm, all I believe is you need to just get back on track. Okay? Because working on your own health is like a continuous journey. There's no end to it. Every
Wow.
day, kuch na kuch naya there is that you have to kind of work on, right? So like I said, I have the knowledge. That's about it. I do have to put in a lot of effort to do what I'm doing and, work towards my own health also.
So honestly, like over time,
Mhm.
I'm realizing how closely associated food is to our mood as well, right? And of course, this is not something that I just woke up to one day and I was like, oh, I know there's a connection. Like,
Hmm.
it's because I started consuming. Like, there was a phase I went through where I was eating so much just because of stress,
Hmm.
miserable. So it was almost like it almost became cyclical, right? But I think towards
Yeah.
2020, first down, I realized that when I'm more relaxed, I'm eating better and I'm actually consuming things which are healthy, right? Like it almost
Hmm.
automatic. But is that something that you've also like had like realized in your life? Because you said like once you got married, in the first month you gained some
Yeah.
weight because you were relaxed and you were just eating without thinking or whatever the reason was. But do you think that there's a correlation and
For me, in fact, it was not, it was more of things being skipped. So even if you skip your meals, you gain weight and you gain fat. Okay. Because I was like trying to get to a new routine, things were like I wasn't prioritizing myself. Let's just put it that way.
hmm,
Yes, food and mood have a great connection. And over the years, I've realized this because I used to see how much junk food used to impact me. So if I would, and now I'm at a stage where I have that awareness that even if I do eat pizza, I
hmm,
understand the next day, okay, if I'm not feeling the best, it's because I've not eaten the best the previous night. So
right,
because that awareness kicks in, then Kitika, you can go and take action towards it. drink more water, hydrate yourself the next day, make sure you're getting back on track, make sure your physical activity is happening. So there are, you're going to have to first create awareness. That's how you will know if something's really happening, your mood, all the cravings, all of this come from that. If you're stressed, if there's an example, your boss yell at you, the first thing you're going to not do is meditation. You're going to want to do, you go towards something and eat a samosa, eat a vada pav. It's not going to be like, let me sit and breathe and be calm, right? But it's about rewiring your mind to take on new habits and be consistent with it. If you be consistent with the new habits, you will be able to actually next time take a step back, breathe whenever you're stuck in a stressful situation compared to reaching out to food for fixing your mood.
That's true. And honestly, I mean, food, like comfort food is such an amazing thing, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, my sadly is all junk food, and I don't think anyone has regular food or something really healthy. Like, no one's going to go and have kale when they want to be comforted about something. No one's going to go and have. But one thing, like, so when I was starting There For You, right, I was doing a lot of research. I've told you this, like, one of my most interesting things that I want to show to the world is the connection between nutrition and emotion, right? Like, not just and nutrition, it has to be balanced at the end of the day. So do you even, like, of course, with nutrition, what kind of fitness do you what kind of fitness activities or fitness related activities do you do?
So there's a difference between physical activity and exercise. This is something that I tell all my clients also, and everyone who I know, that you cannot do 1 hour of exercise but then have a very unhealthy day, be it with food or be it in general. Like, it can't be 1 hour of exercise compensating for your entire day the way we do it. So physical activity is very important. This could be as simple as doing the chores in your household. It could be walking every 10 to 15 minutes post your meal, going and actually getting your groceries instead of ordering them. And because everything's available to us on the phone now, most of us don't even know where our kirana stores are. Like, let me just put it that honestly, that we're like, I don't think it will be available in the market. It actually will be, but these are small things, like once in a while, just to step out, go get these things, because again, you're boosting your physical activity. We just have to look at it that way and associate it with, I've sat throughout the day, let me get out and do a bit of 10 to 15 minutes of getting things done, as well as, boosting my energy.
Which ones do you do? You know the kirana stores?
I am the 10. Yeah, I know all the kirana stores. Let's just put it that way. But I like going down. I like picking my own fruits, vegetables. And honestly, this has come with efforts. Not that from the beginning I've been like this. I've also been lazy for most of my life. And even sometimes now. But, it's that effort that you put kind of, because given that I do, mine's a desk work, right? It's not that I have to do anything where I'm going and moving around. So then it's always there in my mind that I'm not moving enough. So wherever I get the chance, it could be as simple as just, doing the chores, getting up every 10 to 15 minutes, walking. Sometimes I stand and walk so that, there's not too much of sitting. So these are small things I kind of do so that it helps me.
I mean, I think laziness is such an interesting topic that you brought up, because I know for a fact that I am saved as lazy on one of my friends' phones, and this is a whole like Bollywood reference. But laziness it comes so easily to you. Like, you can just sit and not do, especially now with OTT. Like, I'm sorry, but Netflix and Hotstar and Prime Video and all of these others have just ruined us, because all we do is sit, binge watch, right? So and then you have your 10-minute delivery things. It's so easy to like get anything at your doorstep. I do know my kirana stores. I do still enjoy shopping, but I hardly do, right? Like just how things have become. And like I'm sure you've got a lot of clients coming in as well and talking to you about it. So like, what's the one thing that you usually end up telling them about not fitness, about nutrition, about like how to get non-lazy about your life and your lifestyle?
Again, person to person, but it all kind of gets them going. So for some people, when they set goals, it really helps. So if I give them a picture that in 1 month, this is how you're going to feel. So hold on, we've lost you again. Yeah, you're back.
Am I still here? Please tell me.
Yeah, you're here.
Are you kidding me? Am I here still?
Yeah, you're here.
Cut me out.
We're talking about, we're also talking about laziness. I also want to say, be patient because, technical issues are always part of it. But, yeah. So I was saying that.
First time,
Sorry.
I was like, when I got cut the first time, I was so furious. And then I was like, wait, we're preaching wellness over here. We're talking about wellness. I need to.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, I'm like, it's okay, it happens. I mean, it's not in our hands, right? It's not like we're going offline purposely. So, yeah. Anyway. So coming back to how you can fix laziness, you can't, you just have to actually push yourself out of it. And you have to give yourself smaller activities instead of bigger goals to kind of get to. So, because what happens is, so you spoke about OTT, so I'm going to take this as an example. Why do we continuously binge? Because it's giving us reward. It's giving us dopamine. Okay. Now that because our dopamine hormone gets activated and we feel like every time we're binging something, it could be food, it could be TV shows, we actually kind of get that reward, right? So that's why we continue to do so. We just have to take the same concept and apply it to our own health. If we start replacing these bad habits with healthier habits, you're still going to get that dopamine. It's just that your brain is going to create a neural pathway towards healthier activities. So just for someone who's starting off new, I'll just tell you one thing. Just get up. Don't think about Monday aayega to I'll do, Tuesday aayega to I'll do, weekend hai. Like these concepts need to go out of our mind. We just need to get up, and even if we can do 2 activities that support our health on a particular day, it's more than enough when you're starting off. And then you build consistency and discipline. Motivation is not going to take you a long way. You have to work every day with smaller things to get you somewhere.
And also, if I may, I think accountability helps quite a bit as well.
Absolutely.
When we do a one-on-one session with you, right? Like, and we do multiple one-on-one sessions, then we know that we have to report to you. Like we know that we have to come back and say, yes, we have stuck to our plan, and come back to you. And in case we haven't stuck to the plan, then you would probably help us. I mean, that's the advantage of having a professional
right
of our journey, part of our wellness journey is. And I think
everybody, Gitika, needs hand holding, right? Even I have accountability partners. It's not like, I have the best days and perfect days. Even I have people checking in on me if I'm working towards my goals, be it my work or be it, my own health. I have people checking in on me. So I think it's very important.
A lot of people don't know that professionals also need professionals. Like, you just assume that professionals hai to apne aap hi sambhal lenge. But like the thing is, they do people's help as well, right?
Absolutely. Like I also need a fitness trainer. I'm also that person who, if it's a hectic day, kabhi kabar it goes out of my mind that I need to do something, right? So just like how we check up on, everybody who comes to our platform, there are people checking up on us also. That's how we're going to reach goals, and we're going to build something together. It's not going to happen alone.
That's so true. That's very true. So everyone who's watching, please to start taking a